Hey folks, Troy Dooley over here at MLM News Desk, and yes, you're not seeing like double. I've got flags on like crazy. This is Flag Day here in the United States. Old Glory, as we call her, has been flying high for 234 years. You know, it was the Marine Corps 235 years ago that swore an oath in Tun's Tavern and said, "We will protect these shores at all cost." I am still proud of all of the servicemen and women who are out there fighting for the freedom and for Old Glory to rise high. We have lost many, many, many souls over the years, but it's been worth it for our children to continue in the land of the free. And yes, I am proud of that. Hey, I want to do a quick news bulletin here. Direct Selling News did a report back in April on the energy business, and today when I was on the phone with Ted Knighton out of the Netherlands, he's the founder of a great website that man, they just seem to come up with information all the time, but businessforhome.org. And he released something today when we were on the phone. He said, "Did you hear that AMA Nation shut down?" I said, "No, I didn't hear that." And he says right on here, he confirmed it with several former top distributors. Seems the company lost $2 million and the management team did not want to put any more money into the MLM operations. Now, I'm the first person out there that gets frustrated when companies pull the direct marketing channel. But I also understand that periodically that does happen. So I want to share something with you. Back when we did this report, we listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We listed the top 10 companies. AMA Nation was not among them. We'd left them out on purpose as we read through everything, as we studied. I purposely decided not to place them in there because the company that they were marketing for, which is Public Power LLC, was still accepting customers right off their main website. So it was one of those things that it looked to me as if the company was going to try this, see if it would work. If they picked up a little bit of momentum, then they would make some moves. That's just smart business sense. You can't fault somebody. As much as I'd like to fault the business, I can't do that because that is part of what goes on here. I already know that there's some distributors that are just flippantly ticked off. I understand that too. But I called this back in May and said this is a high-risk vertical. This is an industry, the energy industry, that is basically the main core product is a commodity. It's electricity or it's natural gas in this case. Those are commodities that are bought and sold. They're very high risk. That does not mean that there are not great companies out there. Viridian Network, I was just chatting and having dinner with some of their guys at the corporate level the other day. We're going to do a review on them. But they're doing the reusable or the whatever green energy. Okay, now that's a highly niche concentration. The whole energy sector is highly concentrated in different states where deregulation has taken place. I'm doing a full-blown article on this in our upcoming newsletter that will be out this weekend. But listen, if you're a distributor, do the due diligence on the company. Don't buy into the hype. There's no doubt that Ambit Energy is riding high. They're an Inc. 500 company. They're growing like crazy. They're doing awesome. Ignite Energy may be the standalone company that bursts this into the next billion-dollar niche inside of the direct selling channel. This is great news. There's plenty of others. We're going to be going through each one of these as we talk about them. But listen, if this is true, and like I said, I have reached out, guys. I tried to get a hold of Scott Turner, the CEO. He didn't return my calls. I left a message with Brandy. Where's Brandy's stuff at? Over here with Brandy Barber. No, she's the director of customer service. Nothing. I sent an email. No response. I tried their online operator. There is no online operator today. I even thought, well, maybe if I could just get an ID, if I can find an ID, I can see if they still have their application online. I couldn't. I tried all their numbers. I tried everything. Couldn't find the right one to join, I guess, because it didn't happen. So there is a possibility that they have withdrawn their direct marketing channel. If you're a distributor and you're with AMA Nation, don't give up on direct selling. Don't give up on MLM, network marketing, whatever you call it. If you like the energy sector, find another company in there, talk to them, see what they are. Go to do the due diligence to see if they truly are a player and if they're going to make it and if they're going to survive. One of the things that got me with AMA Nation is they're based out of Florida, and Florida is not a deregulated state. Okay, so when I looked at that, I thought, well, okay, well, you can start your company anywhere you want to, but it can be hard to build it. Zervita, Mark Jarvis's company out of Texas, already withdrew from the consumer side of energy. So just be cautious, folks, and pay attention. We're going to continue to follow up on this story and several other stories that are coming out right now in the energy niche. Some of them are exciting. I got to admit, this is one of those, if you're a risk taker, if you're a pioneer, and you want to go for broke, and I mean that in a good way, not a bad way, I'm telling you, this may be the niche for you. You may find something here that you like. If I was growing a business, I don't think I could. I like risk, but not quite like this. Live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.